Hello and welcome to another video. So today we're going to talk about how to use songcraft. If you're watching this video, then that means the universe is sending you a message. And by the universe, I mean me. I'm sending you a message. Learn how to use songcraft. Alright, so songcraft is basically a skill set that can be used by literally any class. Melee, mage, range DPS, healers, except tanks. I guess everyone except tanks can use songcraft, so it's good to know. So let's go over the skills first. So first, critical discord. Basically, critical discord reduces enemy defense. Very simple. Okay, next, starling strain. So starling strain and healing him. These are both your charm abilities. Basically, starling strain is going to be a single target charm. Healing him is going to be a multiple target charm. And then you have your songs, so quick step, bloody chanty, bulwark ballad, and ode to recovery. These four abilities are your songs, your performance songs. Charms and songs kind of go together. I'll explain that later. Dissonance, this will decrease your enemy's skill damage. Double time, this will make you run really fast, like that. That's pretty much it. That's all we're gonna go over. There's not much else to it. It's good skill. It makes you fast. Good for mobility. Deadly refrain. This skill basically is a skill that you stack, and it increases your crit damage, and then it also, if you have the passive discipline performance, it also decreases songcraft skill cooldowns. And so deadly refrain is good if you're trying to maximize your DPS. It can be kind of annoying. I would only really use it if you're like pretty much an archer, maybe a dancer. And then sonic wave, this skill, basically when you use it, it's gonna release this wave in front of you that basically looks like that, and whoever you hit, any enemies you hit will not be able to target you. Alright, and then we have battle hymn. So battle hymn is an AoE buff ability. Gives you this giant circle right here that you can use, that'll buff you and your allies. Basically, it's a cast. You drop it on the ground, and then it gives you attack speed and move speed. So this is really good to use before a fight. Alright, so real quick, let's talk about the ancestral skills for songcraft. So starting with starling strain. So the one that you want to use is wave, because this one is basically makes it a charm. So wave always. Next, healing him, stun always. This is gonna make it an AoE charm. Sonic wave. So you got a few options. By default, the basic sonic wave is, like I said, it's gonna make you, when you use it on enemies, it'll make it so that they won't be able to target you. When you use the mist sonic wave, so this one you can use on your allies, and it'll make it so that enemies cannot target them. And then if you use life, this one will remove a negative effect. Basically, it'll remove a debuff from all the party members that you hit, so this one can be good too. Double time, pretty much I only use basic. The flame one, if you get hit, it basically like resets the timer. So I guess if you run away from PvP a lot, then you can use this, but if I see you using this, I will make fun of you. And then wave one, this one, if you play a song, it's going to decrease the duration. So this one maybe can be good, but I just use the basic one because this one gives you the most speed. It's 200%, this one's only 80%, and so pretty much since the objective is to be fast, I just use the basic. Critical discord. So flame decreases their physical and defense by 30%. Everything else is only 15%. So just use flame because it's the most debuffed, the strongest debuff. And then dissonance. So flame will decrease your skill damage by 30%. Gale as well. This one does range damage, this one does melee damage. So since I'm a melee, I use this one. The basic one is for magic damage, also decreased by 30%. So if you're a mage, use basic. Melee, use flame. Range, use gale. And then the other ones, these only decrease skill damage by 15%, so I wouldn't use those. Alright, so now let's talk about one of the most important parts about songcraft, which is how to use your charms and your songs to buff and debuff your enemies and allies. So first of all, what do charms do? Basically, when you use a charm on an enemy, it makes them susceptible to getting debuffs from your songs. When you play songs while an enemy is charmed, they will get debuffed, and the songs also buff you. So they basically debuff your enemies and buff you. So quick step, this song, the buff for you is that it increases your move speed, and the charm debuff is that it will slow down your enemies. Ultra recovery, when you play this song, this is one that I honestly I wouldn't really do. I don't think it's very good, but it sort of gives you like a small heal over time, and then if you use it on a charm target, it's a small damage over time. But again, it's not very strong. I wouldn't really use this. I think it's kind of a waste of a skill point. It's also not very good as a healing skill either. Bulwark Ballad. This is one of the most important things. One of the most important songs, I would say, in Songcraft. Basically this, when you play the song, it increases your defense. So if you look at my physical and magic defense, when I play Bulwark, it's going to increase by almost 3,000, which is kind of a lot. And then when you use Bulwark on a charmed target, it's going to decrease their defense by 50%, which is humongous. And then Bloody Chanty, when you play this will increase your skill damage. So if you look here at my skill damage numbers, when I play Chanty, that's an extra like almost 20% skill damage, which is just ridiculous. And then it's going to also decrease your charm target skill damage by 20%. So how do we use this? So first of all, like I said before, Sterling Strain charm is single target. Also, another thing about it is that when you do use Sterling Strain and then you kill the enemy that is charmed, it will actually reset the cooldown. And so this is pretty good for like farming. But, well, actually, they both have their uses. I like to take both, but I would say generally, like if you're in PvP, you probably want to take the ranged. I mean the multiple target charm, which is the healing him charm, just that you can charm more enemies in general. Sterling Strain though is good since the cooldown does reset. So if you're farming like some strong enemies, then this is good because you're pretty much going to be killing one at a time, and then it basically resets the cooldown after each enemy. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to show you my damage without any charms. So I'm hitting about like a little bit less than 10% health each hit. And then I'm going to charm an enemy now. Yeah. So I'll charm this guy. So I'm going to use charm and then Bulwark. And then, so this is the charm debuff. And then when you play a song, you're going to notice the debuff here. And you can see already how much harder I'm hitting. Basically, you decrease their defenses by 50%. And then also, as you can see, the cooldown reset after it died. So again, right here, use the charm and then play the song. And then you notice that the song debuff lasts for about 5 seconds. So you need to refresh it whenever it gets down. And that's literally it. Use charms, And then play Bulwark Ballad if you want to kill things faster. Play Blade Chanty if you want to make your enemies weaker. Play Quickstep if you want to make your enemies slower. Play Ultra Recovery if you want to damage them a little bit. And then also, you can also stack charms with Critical Discord. So Critical Discord also decreases, as you can see, physical and mag defense by 30%, which is a pretty significant amount. This is also good, really good in PvP because the charms, you had to press 2 buttons to make the charm work. With Discord, you just hit it one time, and it's a 30% defense decrease. So it's almost as much as you get from the Bulwark charm. So anyways, Songcraft, like I said, any class can use this, so it's good to know for everyone. You got buffs, you got debuffs. It's all around good. Not only supporting skill set, but as you can see, it's very offensive. So if you want to maximize your damage, Songcraft is the way to go. But also, it is helpful if you don't have like a healer in a raid, because generally healers are the ones that take Songcraft. You don't have a healer, but you still need somebody to have Songcraft. Now you know how to use it, and good luck.